And we are live. Okay, so back. It all started when Vince McMahon got sued or actually, he had to appear in front of Congress for steroids. People were saying that he was encouraging the use of steroids, distributing steroids, and he possibly could have went to jail. So he decided that he was going to get rid of some of his big, roided out wrestlers. Um, that's my theory why Bret Hart became the champion, because he was a very good technical wrestler. Bret Hart's father, Stu Hart, was one of the best wrestling trainers. He was actually the guy that trained the Texas Tornado's father, Eric Von Erich. So I won't get too much into that. So in the WWF, so it was the WWF. So what happened is Shawn Michaels is a very good wrestler, and he's a smaller wrestler. He's not a roided out freak. Not calling people freaks, but Shawn Michaels is a smaller technical wrestler, very skilled. Bret Hart, very skilled. Uh, Shawn Michaels is the one that trained Logan Paul. And so basically, what happened was Bret Hart was going to move to the WCW, another wrestling league, and so he was in Montreal, his hometown. So obviously, he did not want to lose the belt in his hometown. He refused to lose the belt in his hometown, and he hated Shawn Michaels. So he was not going to lose the belt to Shawn Michaels. Now, Bret Hart's famous move was the sharpshooter. So the plan was, and the writers are still Jim Cornette and uh, Russo or whatever, Bischoff, or I can't remember who it was. I think it was Russo. They were the writers. So, so I'll try to sum this up. So yeah, so Bret Hart's finishing move was the sharpshooter. Shawn Michaels put Bret Hart in the sharpshooter. Now, there's no way that Shawn Michaels could have got Bret Hart in the sharpshooter without him letting him put him in the sharpshooter. And then the instant the Shawn Michaels, so the plan was, or what Bret Hart thought the plan was, is that Shawn Michaels was going to put him in a sharpshooter, and then he was going to reverse it and then put Shawn Michaels in the sharpshooter. But then the second that Shawn Michaels put Bret Hart in the sharpshooter, the referee went ding 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 ding, and the match was over, and Shawn Michaels won, and Bret Hart was pissed. He went and he punched Vince McMahon in the face. I think he even punched Bret Hart, and then everybody found out that wrestling was everybody really thought that wrestling was real, and this is when basically people found out that wrestling was fake, with all the pressure on Vince McMahon. Since when people thought it was real, they had to have like medics and referees and stuff like that. So they got less regulation when they turned into World Wrestling Entertainment and admitted that everything was fake. Now, so Bret Hart went to the WCW, and I'm going to show you this picture. I made it with AI, and so Bill Goldberg was a wrestler, and he was on the Atlanta Falcons, and he was a bad ass motherfucker. You did not want to fuck with him, and he was known for hurting other wrestlers. So he like he but he was really bad, and he was like the Mike Tyson of wrestling. He would just go in the ring, put you in do his little Goldberg special move, body slam you, and bam, and 30, 40 seconds, you were done. So, Bret Hart left the WWE on bad terms. He went to the WCW, and the WCW was kind of out of control. One thing I will like to add is that no one talks about it. I've tried to find this footage, but I saw it watching a bunch of videos during the coronavirus. Anyways, so Hulk Hogan, his last match, DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, put him in an inverted where he was upside down, figure four leg lock on the pole. On the end of the ring, there's the rings meet, and there's a pole. So he was upside down with a figure four leg lock. And after that, Hulk Hogan did not want to wrestle. A lot of people got hurt in the WCW. One thing about wrestling is the most important thing you can do is you have to not hurt your opponent. And that kind of doesn't make sense, but it is fake and it is staged. And the important thing is, but I don't think some people got that memo. And to make a long story short, um, these two are basically enemies. And I do believe that this happened in 1999, 25 years ago. Bill Goldberg kicked Bret Hart in the face and ended his wrestling career. it, yeah, it's the kick that still hurts. And that's my little story about Bret Hart. So yeah, I with AI, I made a little Christmas card and put these. I didn't do this picture, but I did add all the Christmas stuff. So, but yeah, that's my little story and the Montreal Screwjob explained.